Assalamu alaikum, students. So, as you people will be writing your summative assessment, okay, for this year 2021 on December, that is Wednesday, I guess, 15th. So, biological science, is general science, that is paper 2, but you will be writing, both paper 1 and paper 2 together. So, this is the model paper. I can say, previous paper of summative assessment 1 of October 2019. So just going to show you here. So you have to attempt all the questions in part B, that is objective. As here it is given each question carries half mark, but now you will be having each question carry 1 mark as the paper pattern change, and write the answers in the question paper only, not in the answer sheet. I repeat. And what options are given, like if capital A, B, C, D are given, you have to write that, and if small are given, that you have to write relevant alphabet in the bracket that is provided, and marks will not be awarded if in any case of overwriting, rewriting, or erased answers. So let's begin here. So the most of them are, choose the correct answers, chooses only. Let's see how many of you can give me the answer for this. If you can see the fight and flight hormone, if you are not available live when I'm taking, and you're watching my channel later, then also you can answer me. So here you can see the fight and flight hormone is, what is the right option? What is fight or flight hormone? What do you think? What do you think is the fight or flight hormone? Okay, yeah. What is fight or flight hormone? Is it thyroxine, adrenaline, estrogen, or insulin? You can tell me the answer. You can just give me in the chat box, so that I will have the review of it. Now next I will move on to yeah, you can see here the next one. Identify the mismatch pair. Tannins, cassia. They are saying tannins, cassia. Okay, and then you can see latex, that is rubber. Gums, neem or acacia. Starch, jatropa. So just as quick as possible. I'm not asking you to give today, as you will be busy with your mathematics paper and all. I can know that, like even uh, on the day of your exam, that is Tuesday also, if you can watch that, give me the answer. Now if you can see this third one, arrange the following excretory organs in the evolutionary order as per their structural complexity. What do you mean by that? So you have to arrange the excretory organs here. What are those excretory organs? Evolutionary order, how the organisms have evolved. So you are having flame cells, nephridia, green glands, nephron. When I talk about the nephrons, they are present in higher organisms, even human beings, we mammals and all. Nephridia, it is earthworm. Flame cells, platyhelminthes, green glands, arthropoda. So first should be first one only, right? Yeah, due to their structural complexity, you have to give me the answer. So hope I have given one hint for you. Let's see how many of you will give the answer to me for this. And now next, fourth one, if you see, identify the odd one from the following. What is the odd one here? Is it auxins? Is it abscisic acid, vasopressin, or cytokinin? We all know that abscisic acid is a plant hormone, auxin is also a plant hormone, and cytokinin is also a plant hormone. So the odd one, and vasopressin is the hormone that is present in human beings, useful for production of urine, concentration of urine. Exactly. So in the similar way, identify the precautions to be taken while conducting root pressure experiment. So to conduct the root pressure experiment, what things you need out of this four? The size of glass tube should be equal to the size of the stem. Water should not escape from the tube. Water level should be inside the rubber tube. Cut the stem portion 1 centimeter below the ground level. For root pressure experiment, I'm talking about. What are the correct options? The size of the glass tube should be equal to the size of the stem. Water should not escape the tube. Water level should be inside the rubber tube. Cut the stem portion 1 centimeter below the ground level. What are the right options? 1 and 2, 1 and 3, 3 and 4, or 4 and 2? What is the right option? Yes. Now next we will see, oh, identify the type of trophism shown in the figure. You have to identify, what type of trophism is shown here. Okay. If you can see the picture here, you can see a plant and the tendrils are taking support of another, plant you can take, or a pole you can take. So tell me now, is it the options I will show you? Is it phototrophism? Is it chemotrophism? Or is it geotrophism? Or is it thigmotrophism? Yes. What is it? Yeah, thigmotrophism. Chemochemical, no chemical here. Photo towards the light and geo towards the gravity. Thigmo, yeah, it is towards any object, whether it may be a living object, non-living object, touch. Touch of anything is called as thigmotrophism. Is that okay? Fine. Then next we will move on to, yeah. Uh, so here the option is, I'm giving you, cut the stem for above 1 centimeter uh, ground level, below, but it is given below. It should be above. So fourth option will not come. You should be very careful. Sometimes what we do, we read very quickly. Cut the stem portion 1 centimeter below the ground level. It is above the ground level, not below. So we will not see this below and above, and we think this fourth is the option. So C and D will not be. Now let us see in A and B. So then you have to collect the glass tube. The size of the glass tube should be equal to the size of the stem. Yes, first option is there. Okay. So A या B हो सकता, because second option is either 2 or 3. Let's see whether it is 2 or whether it is 3. Take care while joining the tube and stem. That is important. Next point you will be writing, and see that it should be bounded tightly so that water cannot escape from the tube. And then now pour some water in the glass tube until water level can be seen above the rubber tube. But here it is seen inside the rubber tube. So 3 will not be, so option A, 1 and 2. Water should not escape the tube, because if water is there, then more water what is released during this root pressure can increase from level M1 to M2, or else you cannot see the level if the water is escaping from the tube, right? So the option 1 and 2 is right. Exactly. So you should be very very careful while giving the answers. Now let's see the next one here. Identify the correct statement. Glycolysis is the first stage of photosynthesis. A, D, E, K are water soluble vitamins? No, they are fat soluble. Yeah, of course. Blind cup shaped broad end of nephron is called Bowman's capsule. The blind cup like structure with broader end of the nephron is called Bowman's capsule. Glycolysis is the first stage of photosynthesis. No, ma'am, it is respiration, right? So A and B, no. Then C, we have done. Now let's move to D. Motor nerves carry sense? No, they carry movements, not sensory impulses, but motor impulses to the brain, not sensory. Sensory nerves carry the sensory impulses. So option C is the right option. This disease is caused due to malnutrition. Is it uremia? Yes, spelling mistake. It is uremia, thalassemia, hemophilia, kashiaka. Thalassemia is blood disorder. Hemophilia is, uremia is because of accumulation of nitrogenous waste and all. When kidneys are not working, then it is kashiaka. Very good. Hope some of you may even give the answers for this when you check this. Now next, let move on to the next one over here. So if you can see here, the next one, uh, the material required to perform the activity to show that carbon dioxide is released during aerobic respiration. Now, it is not photosynthesis. Be careful again, I am saying while reading the question. Germinating seeds you need and lime water you need. Germinating seeds and thermometer, no. To check carbon dioxide, ma'am, we use lime water so that the the lime water turns milky because of carbon dioxide. Yeah, very quickly you can just see the first and you can give the answer. The last one, the label part in the figures are, is it calyces and cortex? Is it calyces and ureter? Is it nephron and cortex? Is it cortex and calyces? Now, a bit confusion. Sometimes this kind of labeling, you may get confused here. So the first option is almost near the calyces. Yes. And second is that is ureter, the long tube that go and join the, yeah. So option C is right. Very good. So now we have done one paper, and more papers are there, like as most of you requested. So I just took this, and now we will move on to summative assessment one. It is October 2018 paper, 19 we have done, and now we will be doing of 18. So let's see here. Also, you may not see all the notices and all because pattern changed. So 1 mark it carries. In dark reaction, a compound which accepts carbon dioxide. What is the compound that accepts the carbon dioxide? Is it ATP? Is it NADP? Is it NADPH or is it RUBP? In dark reaction, a compound is there that accepts the carbon dioxide. That is NADPH, hydrogen, and ATP provide the energy. But the compound that is accepting the carbon dioxide is NADP. To convert it into RUBP. Later on, it is converted to RUBP. But first thing is in the light reaction, the end products ATP and NADPH. ATP is providing the energy to the carbon dioxide, but NADPH is accepting the carbon dioxide, and the hydrogen is added to that to form RUBP, that is ribulose base phosphate. So your option is this. Coming on to next is mismatched pair in the following is. What is the mismatched pair here? Obesity, junk food, chlorophyll, iron, uh, chlorophyll, iron. Then you have stroma enzymes, daughter, hysteria. Sometimes this kind of mistakes can be seen. Hanstoria is given. Don't get confused. It is hysteria. ठीक है? तो daughter hysteria तो produce करता ही है. It is there. And obesity is because of junk food. Yeah, it is right. Chlorophyll में iron, no, magnesium, right? From where iron comes in the chlorophyll, right? So what is the right option here? B, chlorophyll, iron. So hope you understand this. Right, ma? Moving on to next is, yes, we will move on to now the third option here. Let's go. Yeah, you can see here now. I'm just, yeah. Third one you can see. An example to cutaneous respiration. What is cutaneous? Cutaneous means only respiration that occurs with the skin. Cutaneous means skin. So what is the which organism perform? Is cockroach? No. Frog? Think frog have lungs also. During tadpole it has gills also. So ma'am, then when it is hibernating and aestivating, yeah, to protect from winter, to protect from summer, it does respire with its skin, and that is called as cutaneous respiration. Do we breathe with our skin? मैम स्वेटिंग होती ना, we sweat, right? तो हम जब sweat करते हैं तो तब no, we sweat but our skin is not moist. If you catch frog, you can see the skin is moist. Even earthworm, yeah, its skin is moist. It undergo cutaneous respiration. So be careful, okay? Fish also, know it have scales, तो उसकी skin moist होने का सवाल ही पैदा नहीं होता. In spite it's an aquatic organism. Coming on to next is identify the indicated part in the diagram given. Arey ma'am, it's looking as if it's a starch experiment, that we check by removing chlorophyll in the methylated spirit, underwater in the beaker and all. Yeah, right. Can you identify this diagram and what is that special part that is inside the test tube? Of course, it is methylated spirit in the test tube. Coming on to the vitamin responsible for sterility in males. Yeah. Vitamin K for blood clotting. Ma'am, vitamin A for eye, vision, night blindness and all. Ma'am, vitamin B तो बहुत सारे हैं. B1, B2, B3, B12, B6 and all. B12 cyanocobalamin which is synthesized by the bacteria in the stomach. Very good. So vitamin E, of course, vitamin E is responsible for sterility in males. Now, next sixth one, identify the parts indicated in the figure. Oh, 1 and 2 are there. Let's see what is 1. I think 1 is the outer membrane. No. Ma'am, is it cristae? Yeah. And inside the cristae, yeah, matrix. So option B is the right option. Ma'am, it can be inner membrane because inner membrane got fold and form cristae. But matrix bata raha beta. Inside part bata raha to you have to check which is more applicable. Yeah. After the sixth one, let us move on to the seventh option over here. Identify the correct sequence regarding the black paper experiment. Black paper experiment hai to what do you do first? Place the plant in the sunlight first? No. Test the leaf with the iodine solution? No. Take a potted plant with discharged leaves? Yeah. You are taking a potted plant and you are discharging it. So option 3 will be first. लेकिन option 3 के यहाँ पे दो दिए गए हैं B and D. So be careful. What is second? After taking potted plant and removing the starch from it, what you are doing? You are placing it under the sunlight. So 1, then ma'am, B is the option. Then read out the next one. Cover one of its leaves with the black paper cut design. Then remove that leaf and you have to test it for the iodine. That will be last, of course. So option B is only right. Now, moving on to eighth one, the main cause for muscle fatigue. Why muscle gets fatigued? See, generally it is said that when you are doing rigorous exercise and all at that time, when you are running, when athlete is doing lot of work, too, when he is respiring, students, so his top portion of the body will be taking large amount of oxygen, and that oxygen will not be sufficient. So students, hope like while I'm explaining, you could see what I have taught you, right? You're able to check. So I was just teaching you about this lactic acid one. So during that period, what happens? The lactic acid, yeah. So the lactic acid gets accumulated in that portion. जहाँ पे you will not be undergoing aerobic respiration. Some cells of your body in the lower portion, as oxygen is low, become depth in your body. Due to that, lactic acid will be produced that causes muscle cramps or muscle fatigue. And the ninth one, incorrect statement in the following. Let's see what is the incorrect statement. Glomerulus is a group of fine blood capillaries. Loop of Henle is a part of Malpighian body. No. Jatropha is the source of biodiesel. Yes. Symptoms of uremia is swelling of it. Yes. Glomerulus is group of fine blood capillaries. Yes. But loop of Henle is not a part of Malpighian body. So the incorrect statement हम लोग कभी पढ़ेंगे नहीं प्रॉपरली इनकरेक्ट स्टेटमेंट को हम करेक्ट समझ लेंगे बिकॉज साइकोलॉजिकली समटाइम्स सडन इन हरी और डूइंग करेक्ट को इनकरेक्ट पढ़ लेंगे आप ठीक है मिस मैच को मैच पेयर पढ़ लेंगे एंड उसमें 3 मैच रहेंगे एंड वन यू रीड एंड यू डू दैट ऑप्शन so be careful while attempting this kind of questions in your examination. That is what we call it as logical questions. At last, the 10th one, when I'm moving to the 10th one, when yeast and sugar solution are left to stand without oxygen for some time, they develop a characteristic smell due to the production of a new compound. What is that compound? Yeast and sugar solution are left to stand without oxygen. जब oxygen supply नहीं होगा, yeast and sugar solution, for some time they develop a characteristic smell due to the production of a new compound, which is ethanol. Yes, because we have seen in anaerobic respiration, no yeast fermentation product produces lactic acid and ethanol. So this is the right option. So a small, revision type I have taken for you today, and I will be, taking you more revision. Just tell me, in the chat box which topic to be taken for you, like where you are having doubt and all. So I can go with that. Hope you understand. So take care, everyone.